Hello everyone, I'm back with another replay for Pokemon. I will be bringing you more Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Unfortunately, some shenanigans happened as I was recording the third piece, and we're not going to pick up exactly where we left off with that one, so that'll be kind of awkward. But I'll sort it out. But yeah, I've got another battle for you. This one's another one versus the Professor. We play a lot. He's a good player. He's about the same level as me, and this one's quite interesting. So I'm testing out a brand new team here as well. So just so you know, we'll begin. He leads with Silence. I lead with Aerodactyl. I know I'll probably force him out with Rock Slide, but I also get out of the way just in case he has Rock Slide. Get out of the way to Coon, who is nice and safe. In comes in Swampert. Swampert's not really got a good thing to do against Suicune, so I'm just going to calm mind up, and he shows me Toxic, so fine. He can Toxic me, but I can just rest it off. I'm not bothered with that. I just plug away with Surf in the meantime and use Earthquake. Does meager 21%. I'm not really fussed by that. I know that I can force him out here with the threat of another Surf, so I go for another Surf, I think. Once the Intimidate. Nope, I go for a Rest, just to be safe. Okay. But he brings in Gyarados, so that forces me out, and I have to go back to Aerodactyl, who is pretty much the safest thing I have on Gyarados on this team. Unless he has Hidden Power Rock, which would be really awkward. I go for the obvious Rock Slide, land a crit on the Magneton, which isn't exactly great. And I switch out and I go to my own Magneton, because I know I can trap him and finish him off here, and he goes straight for the Rest, which is good for me, because now, even if he does have Hidden Power Fire, he's not guaranteed to use it. So I just go for Hidden Power Fire, 80%, which is nice, and he Sleep Talks, and it does 38%. Not a whole lot. And I know I can just finish him off this turn because I am faster, which is exactly what my Magneton is designed to do. So his goes down, and Swampert comes in. I know I can't really do a whole lot to the Swampert, so I get out of the way, and I go to Suicune again, who I know can confidently wall Swampert. Earthquake does, again, a crappy 21%. I'm pretty sure I can force him out of the way here, and he does, and he goes to Gyarados again. Yep, Intimidate, still sleeping. I'm really just trying to burn turns of sleep here so I can get back to doing what Suicune does best. Aerodactyl comes in to wall the Hidden Power. He goes for it this time, 31%, which isn't a whole lot. He goes to Tyranitar, activates the Soundstream, and Rock Slide misses, which is kind of gay. No, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference because Tyranitar resists Rock Slide anyway. So bringing Suicune, he gets out of the way, goes back to Swampert again. I'm not sure why he did that. So, yep, then he goes back to Gyarados, as he's been doing, because it pretty much solves Suicune, especially while I'm asleep. He can just taunt me, and I'm pretty much buggered from there. So, obviously this matchup is not good for me. I get out of the way, go back to Aerodactyl again. He goes for Hidden Power. I knew that I'm cutting it pretty fine, and I've only got really one more chance to switch in Aerodactyl after this to wall Gyarados, which is something I've realised. I go for Double Edge because I know he's going to switch out. I'm not sure what to, but he goes to Swampert. And then I switch in and he protects. Switch in Dugtrio and he protects. And I know I've got him now, as long as if I go for Earthquake. I was tempted to go for Rock Slide, but he was just protecting up. So I just thought I'd go for the Earthquake and let him get the Gyarados back in for free. He protects again, it fails, and Earthquake finishes him off. So the Swampert is gone. In comes in the Gyarados, as I expected him to bring in. Intimidates Dugtrio. Dugtrio is obviously going to get out of the way here because there's nothing I can really do. Go to Aerodactyl to suck up the last Hidden Power Flying. It turns out to be Double Edge, which hits me ever so slightly harder, but also gets recoil on him. So then I go back to Dugtrio to try and get a cheeky Rock Slide off, but Snorlax comes in. I'm not sure what he's going to do here, and it was pretty risky me staying in, to be honest. He could have just straight out body slammed, and I will admit that was bad, but it got a nice chunk of damage on him, so it worked out alright in the end. I go back to Celebi, which is what I really should have done. He body slams as a crit, 68%, so I'm in a bit of trouble here. I'm going to have to recover up, because I don't want him Shadow Balling and just KOing Celebi. That would be a total waste. He Shadow Balls, does 48, he does 40%, gets a Specs drop, but that's not important. I know that as long as he doesn't get a crit, I can just stall him out, so I recover. It brings in the Tyranitar again, which, to be honest, I wasn't surprised. when he did that. I know that all I can do here is Leech Seed, so I do, and I miss. And he Dragon Dances up, which is pretty bad. I now know that I have to land the Leech Seed on the next turn, and then bring in Suicune to stop this Tyranitar. Celebi's going to go down in the process after this Sandstorm kicks in. But I do land the Leech Seed, which is the important thing. And then I can just bring in Suicune and force Tyranitar out. He's obviously going to go to Gyarados. But Suicune wakes up, goes for Ice Beam, and really I'm just trying to whittle the Gyarados now. I know that he's going to try and taunt me or then Dragon Dance up. Nope, he just goes straight for the Dragon Dance, and I'm just going to hit him with another Ice Beam, which only does 19% this time, so I think that's minimum damage. But I'm pretty sure after 2 hits, and Sandstorm kicking in, I should be able to finish him off. So he Hidden Powers, I Ice Beam. Yep, just going through the motions here. I'm going to have to Ice Beam him again. He goes for Double Edge. I think that's just to do the extra bit of damage. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why he's running Double Edge as opposed to Earthquake. But who knows? Yep, Salamence finishes off Suicune with Brick Break, and now I'm in a bit of a pickle. I'm gonna have to force him out with Aerodactyl here. I know he doesn't have Rock Slide, so well, it makes a difference. But he brings in Tyranitar again. I predict the switch, and I go for Earthquake, and it clocks him for a nice 77%. He Dragon Dances again, but I know that I've got him trapped with Dugtrio now. I know that Dugtrio is faster as well than his Tyranitar, and he goes down. So it's just this Salamence and his Snorlax left against 4 of my pokes. Aerodactyl comes in just to take the hit because I don't want an intimidated Dugtrio. So Aerodactyl goes down, Dugtrio comes in. Now I'm going to threaten him off with Rock Slide. I'm pretty confident here that I can just Rock Slide. It misses. Pretty damn sure that was a 2-hit KO. So now I'm going to have to rethink my strategy. Magneton comes in. Not sure what my plan was here. I was just going to peg away at him with Thunderbolt here. But as you're going to see, it's not really going to work out because he's not going to be taking as much as I'd have liked from the Thunderbolt. Even with Sandstorm kicking in. So yeah, at the moment, I'd say I've got a slight advantage, except for the fact that he's got a Curse-Lax, I believe. Yep, there's the curse. So he's got a Curse-Lax, which is always nasty to face at the end. I too have got a Curse-Lax, I haven't shown it yet, but I've basically got Magneton, Dugtrio, hiding away, and this Curse-Lax, which is not been shown yet. I go to it now. Here it is. Here, because he's asleep, I know I can take advantage of it. I know that whole Magneton sequence was really awkward and horrid. So I'm just gonna have to hope that I outstall here. I curse. He's gonna wake up this turn, and I think we both go for the Body Slam here. Yep, he goes for Body Slam, does 29%. I go for the Body Slam, does 31%, and it gets a Power. So I'm pretty safe here. I'm pretty sure I've got the advantage, because if he rests straight away, then I can just curse some more. If he Body Slams here, then he's likely to get a Power anyway. Body Slam does 21%, barely anything. So here I can rest, or I can just go for another Body Slam, and I go for the Body Slam. Puts him at 29%. He goes for the Body Slam, puts me at 22%. I'm still not paralyzed. So he gets out of the way, goes to Mance. He knows I'm going to rest. Well, at least I'm pretty sure I rest here. Yep, I rest. I know he's got Brick Break, which will dent me a fair bit. I stay in anyway to see how much he does. It's 36%, which isn't actually as much as I thought it'd be. So that's good. But at the same time, I know that I'm just going to have to get rid of something. So I bring in Magneton. Obviously Magneton's here for fodder. And crit irrelevant, Magneton's going to go down. And in comes Dugtrio to pressure the Salamence out again. Rock Slide is going to force him out. in comes the Paralysed Snorlax, and Rock Slide is going to knock him into the range where Sandstorm finishes him off. Salamence is going to come in, intimidate Dugtrio, and the only way I can really lose now is if I stay in, so obviously I switch out. I take the Brick Break that's coming in, 63%, and then I just bring in Dugtrio, and hope to God that Rock Slide doesn't miss. And here's the moment of truth, and it went my way. So I won that one with Dugtrio. To be honest, I spent most of that match most of the end of that match just pressuring that with Dugtrio. It was quite. I thought it was pretty tense because one false move could have spelled the end for me. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be having more stuff on the way, more Pokemon stuff, more Mario and Luigi stuff, and I've got a little secretly surprise in store for everyone who cares. Not very many people, but you'll see in the future. I hope you enjoyed this one, and that's good for me.